All right, on this episode of Bouts Talking Bouts, this is post Unified MMA 36, and I have the super lightweight champion, Jake Lindsey, on the program. How's it going, man?
Dude, it's awesome. You know, I love the super part of the lightweight. It's like super light. It makes me feel real good, you know. Not too good, though. Hopefully I don't try to jump off a building and fly. You know, I'm going to be drinking the night, so it might happen.
I was going to say, you're like a Dragon Ball Z guy. Like, did you go Super Saiyan tonight?
Oh, yeah, dude. My coach, you see him after the fight? No one's making noise. You can just hear him screaming throughout the stadium.
Yeah, I was kind of looking like Broly after the fight a little bit.
Oh,
there.
Yeah. Oh, you watched Dragon Ball. Oh, he got some nerd cred here. What's up? Yeah.
It seemed like you were trying to shoot a Kamehameha at everyone in your wake, though, a little bit there. I mean, you called out Shane Campbell right after you win a belt, another divisional champion there. Do you see that manifesting itself as a fight for May 24th for the next Unified card?
I'm not sure. They just offered me a fight through my manager. I haven't talked to him. They want me to come back on May 24th. Hopefully, man, Shane's a good fight. We were supposed to fight before, but it was too short notice for me to make 55. I was too fat. I was eating some donuts with my kids, so I hope so. Double champ, I mean, that'll get me right back to the UFC, man. I want to fight nothing but tough guys, and that's what you guys have here. Like, I saw I didn't even get offered this fight. I saw Ed Catman, I think he's a matchmaker.
Ed Cap, yeah.
Yeah, he made the post on Facebook. He's like looking for a guy for this guy, and I sent him a message. I said, send me the contact right fucking now. I'll sign it. I'll give it back to you in 20 minutes. Like, I want to fight for good shows. I want to fight good guys. So Shane Campbell's another guy I could fight. Hopefully, I'll put his ass to sleep too. Double champ, and there we go.
Yeah, but addressing this fight tonight, you fought Pat Pytlik, a guy who's really experienced in the kickboxing sphere and really has been making an impression on the scene here overall. What was it like being in the cage with him? Like, what impressions did you get? It seemed like you were talking about how good his elbows were and certain things like that. But what was your read on his skills?
Me and my coaches, they watched his last couple of fights, and I watched his last couple of fights, and he had pretty good straight kickboxing, nothing flashy, coming in with hard shots. He hit decently hard. I mean, I've kickboxed professionally, guys who are like 185 or so. Like, I'm used to getting big power shots, but once we started grappling, I just knew. I fucking had him. His grappling just wasn't up to par to where I'm at. But he's a good fighter. He wasn't scared. He came hard. Hats off to him. I had him in his corner, and I was smashing his face with my hand, and he was like making jokes with his fucking corner. He was like, there's too much blood in my mouth, like laughing. I'm like, God damn. Better get this guy out of here, man. He's fucking nuts.
That was a great one, though. And in terms of the post-fight interview, I thought that was pretty great, too. You had quite a few shout-outs in there. You shouted out Jordan Peterson as well.
Yeah.
When did you start finding Jordan B. Peterson? How long have you been on that?
Fucking 6 years, probably. It was really weird. I started watching his lectures before he got really famous, for all the Bill C-16 stuff. And God, that guy, it's so weird. Like, I've never met him, but it's like Uncle Jordan. Like, he's been a father figure to me. I went through a really tough time. Like, after I lost my UFC fights, I just went through horrible depression. And, I was telling my corners, like, people don't realize how far I've had to climb to get back to this. Like, most people would quit. Like, I've lost everything in pursuit to get back to where I was in my fighting career. So I'm about to start fucking crying thinking about it. But his lectures, I was laying on my floor right after a really bad thing happened in my life, and I was just laying there, and I was like, fuck it, like, I'm done with everything. I don't want to, not to get all crazy on you, but randomly on YouTube, Jordan Peterson lectures, like, why you should get your life together. And I just started watching, man, and that guy just gave me tons of motivation to get my shit together. So thanks, Jordan. This is for you right here. Let's get a beer, please.
That's amazing, man. So, like, a lot of those Maps of Meaning videos, is that what you were checking out? Like, those lectures, or? No,
well, he talks about, like, why you should get your shit together and why you need to be responsible and why it's good. And you have something to offer as a male specifically. Like, you have good things to offer. That's why you should get your shit together. And, I was like, he's right, man. I got to get my shit together and stop feeling bad for myself and stand up is what he says. Clean my room. He's always telling people to clean. I cleaned my fucking room. I did that for sure, so.
Yeah, I know you cleaned up pretty nice based on the gold there and everything that. But, yeah, and, as far as your future with the 165-pound ranks, it seems like there's some dialogue to get that on the UFC level and, winning the 165-pound bout here. You want to get back to UFC. Do you see UFC instantiating that as, like, a regular weight class going forward at all? Or?
They will. Like, Dana says no, but, how many times he said no before? They need to because it's more dynamic. Like, I'm undersized, not a lot, but for 70 and 55 is a big cut. I can do it, but there needs to be that middle ground. It's going to have so many more good matchups too, because you can have guys like Ben Askren. He can be 70 and 65. I think they will eventually, hopefully, for my sake, because I don't want to go back down to 55. I'll do it for the UFC, but I don't fucking want to. I'll tell you.
Yeah, absolutely. So you probably want to get off and party a little bit, celebrate the big win and everything.
Are you coming out? You better be coming out.
That thing might be coming out.
We got underwear wrestling in the hotel room. Got some girlies coming. Got the championship belt. We're going after it. You got to...
All right, well, we're wrapping this interview up now, but is there anything you want to add as a parting thought, though, as we're wrapping up here, man?
On a serious note, my mom had an aneurism about 5 weeks ago, and she's been in real bad shape, and I've been training and driving to the hospital. That's 2 hours away, like, every couple days, and I love you, Mom. I'm pulling for you, and this is for you and my whole family and my coaches and all my friends and all the support I've had. Like, it's just been great, and it means a lot to me. Like, it really does, even if I'm kind of antisocial, but I love all you guys, so I appreciate it.
No, it's great that you dealt with adversity like that, man. I'm sure your mom's very proud of you being a champion and everything like that.
I was in the hospital running up and down the stairs. That's how I was getting my workouts in. I was running the flights of stairs, like fucking 12 flights, man. I was like, shit. Need to build a shorter hospital. But yeah, and I want to say thank you to Unified MMA and Pat, for taking the fight, and just everything's been great.
UFC and Bellator vet Jake Lindsey, now your Unified Super Lightweight champion. This is Bouts Talking Bouts, Liberty Multimedia.
One more thing. Hey, Sean Shelby, there's UFC Wichita in a week. Do I get those free tickets? Did I earn that free tick? Come on, baby.
This guy.
Yeah.